Alright, back again. We've got another kind of just random thing that's annoying me about this car. Nothing big, but this end of the wang is kind of flappy. And I can see a connector in there, and that's obviously not pulled down, but I don't know how it attaches. I can see a couple of other ones, and this tape has failed. And I'm guessing, the other side is fine, but I'm guessing that's from this little dent, which, to be honest, okay, looks like there's a mark right there in line with that. So, to put that much of a dent in that rolled edge, I mean, that's pushed down a 3/8 of an inch. That's impressive. I may pound that out when I get the wing off. But, and not crack the wing, or the spoiler, or whatever you want to call it. It's a Honda Civic, it's probably a wang. That's impressive. But I'm going to pull this cover off, which looks like it's just an infinity of these little... Oh! Nice! I thought they were Christmas trees, but they're not. They're ones that actually can be reused. Fantastic. So we're going to pop all of those off, get this cover out of here, and then see how we go about getting that off so we can clean it, maybe hammer that out from the inside a little bit, and see if it's possible to reattach it a little more securely. Worst case, I've got some of the really good 3M red and gray plastic-sided ridiculous sticky tape, so I can do that anyway, and that should hold it. But yeah, so now we're going to take all of these off. Alright, so there's a bunch of those. They came out real easy. But of course, there is one that has to be a little extra. That's one where you've got the Phillips head that you got to try to unscrew. If not, you pry it out, break it, and then it'll pop out. So we're going to get that one, and then this will fall right off. Alright, so that's the little guy with the Phillips head. You just got to unscrew it and pull it out real careful, but they tend to strip, so they're annoying. First thing I see is I got a Phillips head in here, or not a Phillips, I got a 10mm, of course, that's not doing anything. And then, let's see if y'all can see it in there. I don't know. But there are this thing here, and it is not in the best of shape, and that one is not either. That one is missing in its entirety. You probably can't see it, this is kind of hard, and then that one there is there. Yeah. But we've got a bunch of little of those white things and then another 10mm. So I am going to endeavor to pull those 10mm and, or at least the other side, see if I can squeeze those little things out of there and see if we can get that to do something. I'm not sure how successful we're going to be, but we're going to start with the 2 screws. Alright, we got all of those off. Had a couple of broken ones. And so what I did is popped all those out and moved them around so they're kind of evenly spaced now. I got a good one on each end, one there, one in the middle, and one over there. These 10mm, they were attached to these things, which apparently used to go like there. But on both sides, all of that's broken out. And so I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do to reattach that stuff, if I want to at all, because I think with the push pins done right, and then this stuff cleaned off, and some new 3M ridiculous tape put on it, I think that's going to work. We'll have to see. But Yeah, this has been punted pretty good right there. That's a pretty good crease, but not too bad. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I think I'm going to just get a razor blade, skim this off, clean it really good, buff it with some Gooby Gone, try to get that as clean as possible. Then I'm going to hit it with some lacquer thinner and try to put some tape back on it and go from there, because that's, I mean, really, it looks like somebody has tried to get this side to stick, because we got 2 layers here where, yeah, we got 2 layers on both sides. Maybe that's just how they do it. All right. But, yeah, you can kind of see it's been chewed up for a while. She's got a lot of dirt under there. That tape had pretty much given up the ghost. So we're going to scrape that off with a razor blade, maybe hit this with a hammer and make it worse, and then clean this really good and try to get it stuck back on there. But I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to do with those 10mm screws, because they don't align with much. I don't know. We'll figure something out. There. This is about the best way I've found to get most of it off. My thumb hurts though. We're gonna go get the Goo Gone and see if we can get rid of this stripe, because that's just straight glue and it won't roll up. Alright, back in a few. Alright, given that the screws are broken and I really don't have any plastic weldy stuff to go in there and hold it, I'm going to try to skip them. I've got my 2-sided tape on. I'm trying to line up the holes. The fittings. Get that baby on there. It felt good. It looks better. See how long it lasts. That tape is aggressive. That is the really good stuff. Cleaned everything with my denatured alcohol as best I could. And we got, fits pretty good, I have to say that. Looks pretty solid. Alright. I'm not going to try to pull it off, but it's less flappy than it used to be. Don't have any gaps that move anyway. I think all of the connectors that I put back in it have seated. I pounded out the dent, not great, but it's the paint cracked a little bit because it was a crease. And I pounded it out with the back of a screwdriver. Oop, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, we got all of those things are latched. Yeah, they look good. I think that's going to work. I think that's going to work for a little while until I figure out what I want to do with those 10mm screws that don't go into anything, because those broke. But we'll just have to keep an eye on it. But right now, the attachment points are very solid, and I'm pretty happy with that. It looks really good. They all poke through really well. Not there. But yeah, it seems like it's all attached. So, cool. Alright, so now we're going to put the liner back in. Guess I could leave that out for weight savings. But it looks better with it. But yeah, we're going to put the liner back in, clean up all of my tape snakes. And that should do it for the quick and dirty repair of the falling off wang on my Honda Civic. There we go, get the adhesive off of there. Good enough. Alright, well, there you go. Another piece of the car sort of stuck back together. Talk to y'all later. Take care.